Do you trust your intuition? This is Sue Hawks, and here's your 2-minute tidbit. Here's what I want you to know. I used to lead groups through an exercise. It was a wilderness adventure exercise. And unless you were someone who could navigate the woods in extreme conditions with a simple pocket knife kind of tool, you were not going to do well at this. And we did it with intention so that we could start to reveal to people many things. But one of them was how much we disown or discredit our own intuition. And what would happen 100% of the time in groups is we would read this series of multiple choice questions. People would take the exam or the quiz on their own and they would answer. And you were guessing for most of them, for most of us. Now, for the really good Eagle Scouts out there, you would have probably done okay. But the rest of us struggled. But we answered the best we could. And before we gave the group an answer, then we would put them at round tables, and 4 or 5 people, maybe 6, would sit at a table together. And we would say, all right, now you're going to go through the same set of questions. And on the second line, we had a second space for group answers. You have to come to consensus on the right answer for each question. It was a simple test, again, like 20 questions. The room would get incredibly loud. We had to put a time limit on it because people would get into heated arguments and they would start to discuss and debate things that they really had no knowledge about, but they would cite different logic for their answers. Like my cousin's best friend's sister once did something like this, and that's better than you just saying you think it's that answer. What would happen 100% of the time, and this is the kicker, and I want you to hear it as a metaphor for not trusting your gut, is the group answers were always less than whatever the individual had scored on their own when we gave them the answers. Please know in your heart of hearts, you know more than you think you do when you're quiet enough to hear it. I hope you hear the lesson in it. I'm happy to share that with you in your group should you ever want to take it on. And trust your gut. Your intuition does not fail you. Are you quiet enough to hear it? Make it an intentionally great day. It's the one you've got.